All right, so I've gone ahead and taken the battery out. You don't necessarily have to take the battery out. The switch wires are right here behind the battery, kind of behind the headlight here on the passenger side. They've moved those here on the 21 model from the firewall area. And the powered set of wires is taped on here with red tape. If you've got small hands or you want to fiddle with it, you can kind of squeeze down in here without taking the battery out and kind of yank on that until you get that loose. There's also the dead set of wires that goes into the passenger side floor pan as well, with white tape around those. So just remember, the ones you want are the ones with the red tape, so be careful of that. Now you'll notice that there are only 5 wires here. That's because our 6th wire, which is auxiliary switch number 1, has already been taken up with the factory fog lights in the 801A package. All right, so now we have all of our connectors crimped onto our switch wires. You can see I've numbered those, so we'll know which ones they are real easily in the future without having to look up the color codes later on. One other thing to note, for the first time, Ford with like the 5 amp wires, they're the same gauge as, let's say here's 2, as the 15 amp ones. So they finally upgraded that wiring. Instead of using that little tiny baby gauge, like 22 gauge wire, these are all the same gauge wire. It is good to see that they actually did upgrade that wiring, so there's less stress on the wire running power to those with that really thin gauge, especially for long distances, even if you have something that's under the 5 amp rating. All right, so now we've slid our connectors on our switch wires and we're prepped and ready to go. Again, you don't necessarily have to take out the battery in the battery box like I did here, but in the meantime, here's that bundle of 5 with the connectors on it. All right, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and visit us at spvparts.com to pick up these kits and others for your Raptor, Bronco, and other vehicles. And leave us some comments below. We'd love to hear your feedback. Feedback is always great. Anything else that you'd like to see. And thanks again. We'll see you next time.